a rebuild of a weenie and a new addition to the themed world of Avalon.
This and much more in this news update about Toverland. Hi, my name is Jolanda.
And I'm Joost from Dutch Theme Park Network. Let's dive in. And let's start with the opening hours, because Toverland reopened today on the 10th of February.
This is early, but the school holiday in the south of the Netherlands starts today, so it's logical, but it's very early. They're closed
Only for 4 weeks, I believe, because the last day of Winter Feelings was in the middle of January. So there was a really short closure. And they are open for their pre-season. And that means Toverland is open on Wednesdays and during the weekends from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. And this pre-season will last until the end of March. And then the summer season will start.
And then the park will be open daily again from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. I believe.
Yep,
Yes.
and with an exception for the spring break, and that's from the 27th of April till the 12th of May. Then the park will be open daily from 10 till 7 and on 2 days even till 8 p.m. I believe.
8 p.m. But check out the website if you're planning a visit. Know that they're open again. Not all days right now, but from April, all days, and even longer in the end of April and beginning of May.
Of course, during July and August it will be summer feelings and the park will be open until 9 p.m. with all the extra entertainment. In October they announced even more Halloween days and 13 Halloween nights with all the haunted houses. I'm already looking forward to that. Toverland Halloween is, in my opinion, the best Halloween event in the Netherlands.
We made 2 videos about it. If you're curious and you want to know more, then we made a video of all the Halloween events in the Netherlands, and there will be even more this year, so there will be an update for this year. But we also made an impression of our visit and my first visit to a haunted mansion ever.
Yep.
And I loved it. So we will be doing that more this year.
For sure. But actually the biggest reveal about the opening hours of Toverland is planned for 2025, because the park announced that they won't close between Winter Feelings and the pre-season. So as soon as Winter Feelings ends, then they will start the pre-season immediately. So they won't be closed anymore on Wednesdays and weekends.
They're moving to 365 days a year. Not quite there yet, but they're moving slowly.
I don't accept them to choose that strategy really soon, but I think this is a great step for Toverland. They are really positioning themselves as the great competitor of Efteling. So I'm sure if you followed our channel just for the Efteling, we strongly recommend to visit Toverland at least once. We're quite sure you will like this park. Absolutely. But let's head over to other news.
A bomb.
Yep.
It sounds very drastic and radical, and it's not, well, of course it was dangerous, but it was a remainder of the Second World War.
Yep, they found a bomb, a remaining of the Second World War near Troy. They are busy with a retrek of Troy, and well, there are a lot of remaining bombs that didn't go off from the Second World War in the south of the Netherlands and actually all over the Netherlands. So this isn't that big news.
Wow.
There wasn't anyone in danger. But last Thursday, the professionals came over and they took care of the bomb. And well, I think they can go further with the retrack of the 17-year-old Troy. Let's head over to Avalon.
This is fun. They're building a clock tower. They're calling it the
Pendulus Magicus. And magical, if you want to translate it, just magical clock. This clock tower will be part of the entrance of the garden tour. This clock tower was already announced when they announced the 4 additions to Avalon last year, but they didn't build it at that time, and they promised to do it on a later notice. There are some minor changes in the construction as they were on the drawings, but I think it will add some extra life to Avalon. It will be in the back, and the Toverland calls this a small musical watch scene, and every 15 minutes there will be a small musical show with moving elements. And I think we can expect something like we know from Efteling Zwaan Kleef aan, that there will be some moving part of Magische Klok. Efteling has it already, and Toverland adds it in their own style at Avalon, and I think that would be nice. And the opening is planned for later this season. There's no official date yet, but as soon as it opens, I think we'll make a video about it, a short or something.
Probably.
So follow our channel to stay updated on Toverland as well. Make sure to click the subscribe button and like this video
to help us out. And another news, they're rebuilding the Trojan horse.
Yep.
They have a big Trojan horse at the entrance of Troy. It's decorative. It's only decoration. It doesn't move. It doesn't do anything.
It's a popular photo share spot.
Yeah, exactly. And it was in bad shape, so apparently it needs a complete rebuild.
Yeah, and actually this Trojan horse is the weenie of the themed world Ithaca, where you can find wooden roller coaster Troy and the Scorpios, the swinging ship, and the horses of Ithaca. It's one of my favorite areas, I guess, after Avalon. It's well themed, and at Toverland announced that they will make an even bigger connection between the horse and the wooden roller coaster. Both opened in 2007, so it's all 17 years old already. But as told earlier, they are working on a retrack of Troy, and some of the parts of the old track of Troy will be part of the horse.
Cool.
And they will work those in the neck hairs of the horse. So.
Cool.
The retrack and the rebuild of the horse will take till the end of March. So if you want to see Toverland in its full glory, then you have to wait till the start of the summer season. Then the plans of the future, because Toverland is really taking a big leap if we may believe the plans that leaked out.
And yeah, these are rumors, right?
Not totally, because when you want to build something in the Netherlands, you need a permit and show your plans to the government. And this is a scheme we found in those plans. So this is actually, it's not a scheme, I know. It's a timeline. We found this timeline in those documents. And if we look at this timeline, there is some big news for 2023.
And that is that they're planning to build a camp resort.
If we look at the plans, there isn't a big update for this year.
Now, they're doing the camp resort like every year, and that is a temporary camp resort. But if we look at the plans for the future, there is a more permanent setting. They're building cottages in Ithaca.
Yep, I believe this will be the last year there is a camp resort. And Toverland had this camping for, I believe, 3 or 4 years. And it's quite a success to sleep next to the wooden roller coaster Troy. And now they announced, and we know that Toverland wants to stay over possibilities for a longer time. There were rumors of a hotel earlier on, and now they are announcing holiday homes, and they will do that in the part of Ithaca, in the theme of Ithaca. So that will be a huge,
very cool, like Roman style cottages.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the first drawings of these plans.
Roman Greek.
Yeah. They're not quite clear about it, because the soldiers at Halloween are Roman, but the story is Greek.
Yeah.
But I really like this, and I bet it will be taking up a huge part of the old parking lot and even the survival route there is now. So it will take up a piece of the park, and this makes sure that Toverland is choosing another direction than Efteling. Efteling is building most of their cottages outside of the park, but this resort will be inside the park. And I'm curious, could these people visit Ithaca by night, or how will they take care? I'm quite sure we'll book one of those cottages as soon as it opens, or Toverland, just invite us.
Also possible, yes, of course, but we'll definitely want to visit this area once it's open. So next year?
Next year. They want to start it this year and opening up in 2025. But also for next year is a rebuild of an old attraction. Curious what that will be. I made a prediction about it.
We speculated in our predictions video, and we're not sure yet. Nothing has been announced officially. So we'll
And
see.
furthermore in those plans, because these plans are for the next 10 years, in 2028 they want to open up a new themed area. And I guess this will be the area where we can find Now You're Mine at this moment, because then Toverland will have a Disneyland-like layout with an entrance at Port Laguna and some themed worlds around it.
Yeah, and one alleyway from the front to the back.
Yep, and if you look on to further on the path, they even want to open a hotel in 2029 and an 8th themed area. And I'm wondering where they will locate that one.
They have so much land right now, so they've a lot of opportunities to expand.
And I'm glad to see that Toverland has a multiple year plan for the next 10 years, and there's a lot of promising news in that. They will really expect some growth.
I'm hoping for a good dark ride. They can use that. They have a little dark ride now with Merlin, and of course it's a family park, but they have a lot of good coasters and lots.
I think Toverland is doing two things really well. They have really a lot of playing areas. They are really a great park for smaller children. They are really good for teenagers that love all the roller coasters with Troy, Phoenix, Dwervelwind. They could use more good roller coasters, of course. I think they will add a hypercoaster in the future.
Definitely.
But what they miss out is family attraction that children can enjoy, but also adults, grandmothers, grandfathers, actually the extended family. They are leaking attractions for the extended family at this moment. And
not leaking, but lacking. Yeah.
lacking. There is a lot to cover for the next 10 years, so I think we can go on with Dutch Theme Park Network for really a lot of time. Yeah. And we love that. So we'll keep making videos about Toverland because we really believe if you love Efteling, you have visited Phantasialand, you really should visit Toverland as well. It's a great theme park.
If not now, then definitely in the coming 10 years.
Yep. And that's all for this episode, but not before we talked about our Patreon community.
If you want to be the first to hear all the news, then join us on Patreon and you can join our WhatsApp channel and get our newsletter.
And we do share information there that we don't share in videos or didn't share yet in videos.
There are so many things to tell that we always make a selection, even in these videos. So check it out.
Check it out and you can get yourself some free merchandise as well. We hope to see you over there and we would love to hear from you. What do you think about the plans of Toverland? Let us know down in the comments.
Have you ever visited or are you planning to? And let us know what you think of the park.
We love to hear from you.
Yes.
We hope to see you in the next video. See ya!